Alright guys, I'm doing another video, and this is about what to do once you get to or before you go to Thailand or come to Thailand. And the first tip is get cash. You're gonna need a lot of cash here in order to exchange to baht, which is the Thai currency. And also, so before you come to Thailand, you need to call your bank. If you're gonna use any card, even if you set up your any application to book any tickets, hotel, flight, or any tour, if you set up any of those applications like Agoda booking, etc., you need to check with your bank or let it know that you're traveling to Thailand. Okay, what do I have on my list? We talk about getting cash. We talk about setting up your application like booking Agoda, etc. SIM card. So when you get to Thailand airport, after getting your visa on arrival, you need to get some currency, Thai baht. So you need to exchange some of any dollar amounts that you want to change. And get a SIM card. That's the first thing. You don't want to be uncommunicated with your friends or even get a taxi or anything like that. So you need cash, you need a SIM card to make phone calls. What else? Taxi. If you get a taxi, try to get a taxi that has a meter. Otherwise, they will just tell you, 500 baht to any location or some location. Taxi with a meter is cheaper, even if you go travel far, based on my experience. So we make a lot of mistakes on the first few days of getting taxi, and they were really expensive. So getting a taxi with a meter is better. Alright, so where are we? Taxi scam alert. So one of the things that happen to many people, including myself, is scams. So when you get a taxi or a minivan bus or pretty much like anything besides the taxi with the meter, sometimes they will offer you things like they will take you around, they will offer you any other services, like for example, if you want to take a tour by downtown and they offer you a boat, make sure it's not a place that they make a business with like other people. Those are pretty much like scams. So it happens to us as well. So we got a driver and he asked us if we wanted to go like on a tour, like going to the Grand Palace or see any other temples along the river. So we said yes, but he was supposed to take us to the pier where we take the ferry or any other boat like the locals use to go to those temples or the Grand Palace. He took us to one of his friends or whatever he does business with, and it was one of those long tail boat, which he just took us around the river for an hour, or less than an hour, and it didn't take us to the Grand Palace or see any other temples. He just left us over there, which was not good experience. So again, be careful on scam alert. Alright, let's continue with our tip. Traveling on a budget. If you are traveling on a budget, make sure to plan your trip, because even if you get cash in hand, that money will go quick, as quicker as you think, like it will just go fast. So just make sure you're plan your trip. Don't take a lot of luggages, because it can be cheap to book a flight from Bangkok or to any other location. The problem comes when you have a lot of luggages. They will charge you a lot of money. We had 3 luggages, and it was another 2 tickets for us. So it was pretty much the same price as we pay for the ticket. So don't bring a lot of luggages. So during April, we're still traveling during the test and go program. So if you are using the program, that's what I'm using right now. We're using, so you're gonna use the pass, Thailand pass, even if you go from Bangkok and you already went through the quarantine and the negative test. Like ourselves, we came to Phuket after Bangkok. So we still use the QR code for the pass, Thailand pass. So you're gonna need that, so carry with you. All right, to add on another note, in a different part of Thailand. So after you're done with the quarantine on your first day, just first night, the hotel should give you 2 documents. The first one is regarding your negative test, which you will provide and take it with you all the time traveling to Thailand. The second form will be another form. That form should have 2 QR codes. One of them is to use with the Morchana application, so you can upload your negative test or your whatever is positive negative test on the 5th day. Without that QR code, you will not be able to use the Arpana application. So if that happens, the hotel that you go to after the quarantine should be able to help you. What we did is take a picture with the negative test or your test and your passport. Once you do that, you can give that picture or send it by email, or what we did, send it by email to the hotel staff. They should be able to help you and upload or send that negative test to the government or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So if you're having problem with the app trying to upload the Morchana app trying to upload the negative test on the 5th day, you won't be able to do it without the QR code that you are supposed to get it on the first night, the first hotel on quarantine. So take that in mind. Okay, so make sure you have the QR code even if you travel to a different touristic place like Phuket, Krabi, because the hotel or resort may ask you for the Thailand pass again. And the last tip is get as much information as you can on the country that you're going to. Like ourselves, we came to Thailand, so just get as much information, what you need to bring, what you need once you're here, But basically you need a lot of money, because even though it's cheap here, money can go really fast. So everything's so expensive right now, especially Phuket. We haven't been to Krabi yet, so our next tourist place is Krabi, so we'll see once we get there. But in the meantime, hopefully these tips can help you and on your travel to Thailand. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next video. Bye bye.